And welcome back to Salem Community High School, B.E. Gum Gymnasium on the campus of Salem Community High School, where tonight it is the championship contest for the 73rd annual Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament. The Centralia Orphans, winners of 12 games in a row, going for their 23rd championship in this tournament. They come in at 18-3 on the season. They've won 12 in a row. Their last loss, guess who? To the Mount Vernon Rams, who they are playing tonight. Mount Vernon looking for their 10th win in the tournament history. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Mount Vernon looking for their 10th win in tournament history, as these are two of the top programs in the history of the country, that's for sure. They're in the same conference. They've already played once this year, and this game should be a doozy. It is a packed house. There are people just everywhere. The both side bleachers are full. The West End is, there isn't that many places to sit over there. Maybe a few spots to sit over there on the west side, but that would be the only place you could find a seat right now. And folks, it is loud, loud, loud. Centralia with fans in both sides of the gym. It is about the similar distance probably between the two towns to Salem. Let's see, it'd be about what, 25 miles from Centralia to Salem, and maybe about 30 from Mount Vernon to Salem. Maybe a little bit more than that if you count the high school. From where the high school is, probably be best heading up the interstate. But this is a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere for tonight's contest. It is the conclusion of this tournament, Game 12. Featuring the Centralia Orphans, who got here the hard way. Everybody had an easy night on their quarterfinals, as Centralia beat Effingham 68-29, but then they barely beat Champaign Central last night, 56-54. Central had an opportunity to tie with just seconds remaining, missed the free throw to tie, and then also had the ball bounce out of bounds off of the leg of a rebounder. Other than that, Centralia was in serious trouble. Other than that, how did you like the show, Mrs. Lincoln? Centralia held on to win, though, 56-54. And for the Mount Vernon Rams, they swamped Salem in the first contest on Thursday night, 53-30. They beat Teutopolis last night, 53-43, and find themselves in the tournament championship game with a record of 13-5. They have won 6 games in a row. Centralia comes in averaging 56 points a game, giving up 40. The Rams come in averaging 54 points a game, giving up 46. It's just set up for a huge night. Big, big crowd. I got to tell you, I think Centralia has a lot more fans than the Mount Vernon Rams. I think it's sizable, the difference. I'm kind of surprised by that, as we are getting set for the championship game. The 18-3 Centralia Orphans against the 13-5 Mount Vernon Rams. We're going to have our first national anthem of the night and of the day before this contest, and we will have that right now, then followed by the starting lineups. But first, our national anthem. are some Mount Vernon fans here. The home of the Rams, they shout, as Olivia Howe does a great job on our national anthem. The Rams are the visitors on the scoreboard, and they are wearing their road black uniforms. Black jerseys, white numerals, orange trim under head coach Tim Holloway. They come in again with a record of 13-5 on the season. They defeated Centralia the last time they played back in early December. And they're looking to do it again. It'll be their 10th championship here if they get it. At one guard at Brogan Holloway, he's number 1. He's a senior, 6 feet 2 inches tall. He'll be joined by Marlon Price, 6 feet 2 inches tall as well. Where's number 4? Number 15 is Trevor McClure. He is just a sophomore, 6 feet tall. Cale Maurer, the only returning all-tournament team player this year. He is a junior at 6'6". And David Barnes rounds out the starting lineup for the Mount Vernon Rams. He is a sophomore at 6 feet 4. Holloway, Price, McClure, Maurer, and Barnes. Senior, sophomore, junior, sophomore, 6'2", 6'2", 6 feet, 6'6", and 6'4". Well, the Rams cheer squad giving it their best out there, whooping up their fans. They have a big student section sitting directly behind their bench, and also a big student section behind the Centralia bench too. We will hear the gigantic red orphan horde here in just a moment. As the orphans in the home white uniforms with red numerals and red trim under head coach Lee Bennett, in with an 18-3 record. They will send out at one guard Devin Meyer. He is a junior, 6 feet 1 inches tall. Number 21 is Jackson Hancock, sophomore, 6 feet tall. Number 24, Archie Guai, a freshman at 6 feet 2. Michael Organ is a sophomore, also at 6 feet 2 inches tall. He wears number 25. And number 44, the lone senior on the squad, Dustin Collins, 6 feet 5 inches tall. And he wears number 44. So Meyer, Hancock, Guai, Organ, and Collins, junior, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, and senior. There are 4 freshmen on this orphan squad. And folks, they play. They get a lot of time. Kenny Bratton, the freshman, he'll see a lot of time. Guai starts, and you'll see Cruz Jackson in the game as well. Good crew here officiating tonight. Jim Cowson along with Chris Brown and Mark Parker as the orphans about to break their huddle. The Rams on the court. Again, the Rams in the black jerseys, the orphans in the whites. Orphans across their chests in red lettering. Mount Vernon across the chest of the Rams in white lettering on their black jerseys. The officials in the center circle. We are underway. About 6 minutes late. The tip is won by the Rams. As bringing it across, McClure looks for Marlon Price. Up in the corner, outside Cale Maurer. Dave Barnes now gives it over to Marlon Price. Holloway, the only player for the Rams not to get a touch so far this possession. He doesn't get a lot of touches, but he'll occasionally hit a pretty tough shot. 3 from Maurer is short. That might have been affected by a charging. Yeah, it was Guai. Guai says, I didn't touch it. The official says, you got a piece of that. So, it was an air ball, but Guai got a piece of it for the Orphans. 7.5 minutes remaining. We're just underway. First possession of the contest. And all the way into back court, Marlon Price will gather. Gives it to Trevor McClure. Orphans in the man-to-man. On the hold, Holloway gets a screen, gives it back over to McClure. On the drive, Barnes on Collins. He heads to the hoop and he walks. So a 48-second possession for Mount Vernon comes up without a shot. This might be one of those low-scoring games tonight. Who knows? We'll know here in a little bit. Meyer gets it down to Collins. Dustin Collins drives on Maurer and puts it up and in. First bucket of the game goes to the Orphans. These two teams, no love lost there, and there's plenty of folks here. It's going to make it a loud, raucous environment. Outside with it, Cale Maurer. Gets it over to Trevor McClure. Pass back to Maurer, cutting to the hoop. He puts it up and in. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Tie game at 2. Hancock off to Devin Meyer. He did carry it. I was going to say, I thought they were going to, I would have thought they'd have caught him for that. He looked like he wanted to one-hand pass it to somebody, then changed his mind after he basically carried it and took a step or two. So each team with a turnover now and each team with a bucket. McClure off to the right side, gets it to Holloway. He's guarded by Oregon. Oregon had a great tournament last season. He's got a good tournament going here tonight. Didn't make the all-tournament team last year. I was kind of surprised. Only one returning player from last year's all-tournament team. That's number 24 in black with the basketball, Cale Maurer. 3 from Holloway in the corner is good. Coach's kid hits the shot. 5:45 to go. First quarter. Hancock to the elbow, and he gets bumped by Holloway. That'll be his first. The first against the Rams. Appreciate all you folks tuning in on Wabash Catch TV. My name's Bruce Dickey. Here for Wabash Catch TV online. You can find us on YouTube at Wabash Catch TV West in case you leave your stream. Also, hopefully on Facebook tonight. We've had some issues. As Collins cuts to the hoop, he had some issues with Maurer, but Maurer's going to pick up his first foul. Dustin Collins, just a terrifically talented player for the Orphans. I think this is his third, maybe fourth year starting. The only senior on the squad heads to the free throw line and rolls it in. This the final game of a fun day here in Salem. That third place game was a blistering amount of fun there just moments ago. Overtime win for T-Town over Champaign Central. T-Town also took the cheerleading trophy. Trevor McClure will bring it across, gets it to Cale Maurer. Mount Vernon leads by 1. McClure guarded by Hancock. Outside, Maurer got off a screen and they misses the 3. They screened Collins away from him. Collins late to catch up. Didn't matter as Maurer misses the shot. Collins to the hoop, misses it. Affected by Maurer. Up the other direction, Dave Barnes to the hoop. No good, tip, no good. Maurer missed it, ball's on the ground. Still loose, who's got it? And a foul. Whoa, a little bit of everybody grabbing at the basketball. The foul's going to go against Oregon for Centralia. Michael Oregon picks up his first, team first for the Orphans. And it will be Mount Vernon basketball. Coach Bennett thought it was on Mount Vernon. He says, what happened? He just wasn't watching the official when he went over and made the call. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. It's 5-4 Rams. Out on top, Holloway. Gets away from Oregon, backs up for 3. Hits another one. All right, you might think I was lying when I said earlier that Holloway has not been that big a part of the offense. He had 5 last night. He's got 6 already tonight as that ball's knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Rams. And he had 3 on Thursday night, so I wasn't kidding. He's already got 6 points tonight, more than he had in either of the first 2, and we're not quite 4 minutes into the game. Orphans get it into Guai. Guai's a tough freshman, and a foul's going to go against Barnes. David Barnes trying to get clear of Dustin Collins and trying to hold on to Collins or something. Collins was setting the screen. Hancock will toss in for the Orphans. They trail 8-4. Guai brings it across, guarded by Barnes. The cut to the hoop, they find Collins, he puts it up and in. It is Mount Vernon 8, Dustin Collins 6. Up to a Price. Price into the corner to Maurer. Back outside, Marlon Price. Barnes off to Holloway. That's a screen for him. McClure fakes the 3. Drives on Hancock. Backs it out. 3.5 to go in the quarter. Down low, Barnes. Works it in. Puts it up. Tough shot. Won't go. Collins with the board for the Orphans. They can tie with a hoop. 8-6. The lead is 2 for the Rams. Meyer into the corner. 3 on the way. Off the iron. No good. Barnes with the board for the Rams. Up ahead to McClure. Maurer into the corner to Holloway. Holloway out on top to Barnes. The Rams looking for a good one. Down it goes to the hoop. Shot up. No good for McClure. Rebound. Tip to McClure. 3 for Holloway. He hit another one. Bodies all over the floor, and Holloway about the last man standing, and he guns his 3rd of the night. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's a 5-point lead for Mount Vernon. Their biggest lead of the game. Hancock to Guai. His shot off the back of the backboard. I thought it might have hit the guide wire. Did not. There's a kick. Meyer kicked it, and it will be Rams basketball. Subs in for both squads. Kenny Bratton and Cruz Jackson check in for the Orphans. Both freshmen, as the Orphans need another kid to go to the bench. Also into the game now for Mount Vernon, Jake Page, number 12, along with number 11, Eli Pro. Also checking in Lucas Shelby for the Rams. Page gets it outside to Barnes. Barnes and Holloway, the only starters remaining in for Mount Vernon. 11-6 lead for Mount Vernon. Holloway defended by Cruz Jackson, 5'11 freshman. Outside, he'll give it to Lucas Shelby Jr. Pro hands it to Holloway, 1:55 to go in the first quarter. Shelby gives himself a little room, but he's trapped, and around the horn it goes. Page outside Holloway. I bet you he's got the green light the way he's shooting. Already has 3 3-pointers tonight. Shelby around the horn, Pro into the corner to Holloway. Pro sets a screen for him, and Collins hacks Holloway. It'll be Collins first, number 2 against Centralia. Minute and a half remaining here in the first quarter. Mount Vernon leads by 5. 11-6 as Maurer and Price check back in. Guai checks back in for the Orphans. Jake Page will fire it ahead. Orphans in there man-to-man all over the court. Shelby defended by Jackson Hancock. Hancock a sophomore. Shelby a sophomore. Pass goes down low to Maurer, and he is bumped before the shot. That's going to go, I believe, against Meyer. No, goes against Cruz Jackson. His first, 3rd against the Orphans with 1:12 to go in the quarter. Price He had it open if he wanted it. Didn't take the shot. Maurer works it against Kenny Bratton. Off to Marlon Price. Bounces it down. Bratton gets around him and fouls. Fouls Maurer. That'll be his first, team fourth. So, next foul with a minute to go here would put Mount Vernon on the free throw line. Mount Vernon has committed 3. 58 seconds to go. A good first quarter here, especially if you're a Rams fan. Maurer outside the page. Pro in the corner to Price. Defended by Cruz Jackson. Jake Page outside to Lucas Shelby. Rams are going to burn a little clock. And a foul busting through the screen. Kenny Bratton just picked up his second foul. And that's going to put Eli Pro on the free throw line. 2 shots upcoming for the 5'10 junior from Mount Vernon. As the Rams lead by 5, now 6. These are the first free throws of the game for the Rams. Maurer will head back to the bench. Coach Holloway doesn't want him picking up a second cheap foul in the 36 seconds remaining. Pro's second one, good as well. Oregon will check in for Centralia. Rams up by 7. 13-6. And the Orphans will take their time bringing it up. They're going to hold for 1, down by 7 points. They might. Jackson Hancock across with it, off to Archie Guai. Now outside, Devin Meyer. Back to Hancock, 15 seconds. He peeks at the clock. Trying to figure it out, 8 seconds. Gets a screen from Collins. Nowhere to go, 4 seconds. Back outside, long 3 from Oregon is off the rim. No good. First quarter is ended with Mount Vernon leading Centralia 13-6. We'll be back after these words.
Jimmy Order Lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Quarter number 2 set to begin here in the Salem Championship contest. Centralia and Mount Vernon. The Rams lead the Orphans by 7, 13-6. It'll be Orphan basketball. Archie Guai to toss in. Jackson Hancock, Dustin Collins, Devin Meyer, and Michael Organ also on the court for Centralia. Dave Barnes, Cale Maurer, Brogan Holloway, Trevor McClure, and Marlon Price back on for the Rams. Starting 5 for each squad. Outside, Collins alone for 3. It's well short. Rebound saved, the back end, and gathered by the Orphans. Oregon able to get back in to gather it after it was tipped over to him by Guai. Off to Michael Oregon. To the left side go the Orphans. Hancock, jumper for 3. Oregon hits. First points of the game for the Orphans by anybody not named Dustin Collins. It is now 13-9. 3 on the way from McClure, off the iron, no good. Kind of looked like they were going to let Trevor McClure shoot. They didn't get on him in a hurry. Guai cuts it to Collins. He didn't like the shot against Maurer. Meyer to the hoop, puts it up and in. These Centralia Orphans fans were waiting for something to get up and shout about. They've scored 5 in a row. They're fired up. Haven't stood up yet, though. That might come in a little bit. You never know when Dustin Collins is going to get free and jam one. He's usually has 1 or 2 good ones in him in a game. 13-11. Rams by 2. Marlon Price patient. Gets it in the corner to McClure. He tries a 10-footer. No good. Bounces off to the left side to Archie Guai. Guai heads to the hole. Scoop blocked out of there by Maurer. Good thought. Just got to get a little bit farther from Maurer. 3 from the corner. No good for Holloway. Rams beginning to cool off from the field. Meyer, guarded by McClure, chance to tie. First Centralia, Meyer down the lane, in trouble. Puts it up, no good. They're going to call a foul on the ground against Mount Vernon. Going to go against Cale Maurer, I believe. His second, and the first against the Rams this quarter. So Maurer will head to the sideline. Jake Page back in for the Rams. In it comes to Guai. Gets away from Barnes, heads to the hoop. Misses the scoop. I got to say, I think Archie Guai saw Maurer going to the bench and said, yeah, I'm going back to the hoop, but just did not finish it. Price to the hoop, and Guai says, you ain't getting that one. Chance to tie again for the Orphans. Or takes the lead. Oregon hits it. 8 in a row for the Orphans. Timeout on the court. We'll take it as well. Back after these words.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills.
Mount Vernon basketball after taking the 30-second timeout. My bad, Abby. As the Rams will bring it across. You can tell there's no love lost between these two fan bases, folks. I was sitting there watching the little old lady reacting to the Rams cheerleaders, a little old lady from the Orphans, an Orphans fan. The Rams cheerleaders on the sideline were just, doing a little sideline chant, cheer type of thing. As Barnes heads to the hoop, he's fouled before the shot. It'll be Rams basketball. That foul goes against the Orphans. Jackson Hancock, his first this quarter for the Orphans. So yeah, the cheerleaders from Mount Vernon were just doing their cheer to the sideline toward the student section, and little old lady sitting behind the student section gives them the old Bronx cheer, sticks her tongue out, gives them the thumbs down, and Bronx cheer at the same time. So yeah, I'm not certain these fan bases like each other. 4.5 to go, a little over 4.5. Holloway with it, guarded by Collins. Outside to Dave Barnes. Marlon Price will chuck a three. Good! First points of the evening for the senior from Mount Vernon. They get back into the lead, 16-14. On the dribble, Guai into the corner to Oregon. Outside, it goes to Meyer. He and Oregon play catch. Guai guarded by Barnes, outside to Oregon. Collins gets a good screen, heads to the hoop, shots up. No good. A blocking foul called against the Rams. And Archie Guai went down hard. He's holding his head down on the court. Foul's going to go against Dave Barnes. His second, the second against the Rams this quarter. And with 4:03 to go, it'll be Dustin Collins heading to the free throw line for 2 shots. But more importantly, everybody's taking a look at Archie Guai. Goewey, Archie Guai. Jason Jett out there helping him out. He's the Salem athletic trainer. He was out there, and Lee Bennett out there in a heartbeat. It's good to see Archie sitting up and heading to the bench. He hit his head pretty hard on the floor. We'll see how long the concussion protocol, if there is one, performed on him, how long that takes. And it'll be Cruz Jackson checking in to replace Guai in the Orphan lineup. So before the shot, check that. No free throws for Collins. That was team foul number 2 against the Rams. 4 minutes to go. I'm going to say, I thought he was shooting, but officials say, well, they're going to talk it over. The official who called it, they're not talking to him. The one who called it is over on this side. As bring in the guy who actually blew the whistle. Now he's coming in to talk to him. If they want him, they're saying, yeah, it was your call, right? And the officials get together, make sure that they had the right decision. So it will be a shooting foul. Here, and I already marked the shots out of my book. Oh, now the student section from the Rams are waving back at the young lady, at the lady who was saying bad things. Well, that's good, clean fun right there, folks. 3 for 3 now for Dustin Collins at the line. He can tie it up here with the second one. Does so. Collins 4 for 4. He has 8 points. Maurer will check back in at the next whistle. 16-16. Tie contest. Second quarter. McClure had an open 3, didn't take it. Eli Pro tosses it to Marlon Price. Sets a screen for him. That's a moving screen. That is illegal. Eli Pro picks up his first, team third. As Pro basically got in front of his defender and started stepping. 3:42 to go in the first half. 16-16. Orphans trying for the lead. There'd be their second one. Pass down low to Collins. He spins to the hoop, puts it up and in. 10 points now for Dustin Collins. And the Orphans back up by 2. 18-16. McClure across with it. Outside Holloway. Off to Price. Now to Page. Jake Page back to McClure. He heads to the hoop, lays it in. Got a step. Took advantage. Ties the game back up at 18. Jackson across with Jackson Hancock into the corner to Oregon. Down low to Collins, guarded by Page. Back, falls back, and the fall away will not go, but he's fouled. I think Page is going to get that. No, it's going to be Marlon Price. First on Price, that's number 4 against Mount Vernon. And Collins, who's been making a living at the free throw line, will head back there. Now 4 for 5 for the lone senior on the Orphans. Two minutes, 49 seconds to go in this first half. And Collins hits 1 of 2. (19-18), the lead for Centralia. Trevor McClure on the dribble. Gets a screen, fires a three, and it rolls out no good. Rebound to Jackson Hancock. He'll bring it up for the Orphans. Gets a lane to the hole down the left side and scores. I'll tell you what, those Orphans, they have a quick step. They'll just kind of lull you to sleep, and all of a sudden they take off. Back into the lead goes Centralia. By 3. 21-18. Maurer on the dribble. To Price on the right side. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Mount Vernon led by 7 at the quarter break, but it has been Orphans' quarter here in the second. They've outscored the Rams 15-5. McClure on the dribble. Heads to the corner. Passes it back out to Holloway. Around to Page. McClure will fire a three from the right wing. Well short. Rebound comes down to Hancock. Minute and a half to go in the half. Meyer outside to Collins. Gives it over to Cruz Jackson. Back out to Devin Meyer. Oh, nice one-handed pass, but doesn't quite get there to Hancock, and he stepped out of bounds. Hancock says, I think I was pushed, sir. And the official says, yeah, you might have been, but you stepped on the line. Easiest call. So Holloway to toss it into Lucas Shelby. And subs in and out. Maurer back in. Collins will take a seat. He has one foul. As back into the game, good to see him back in there, Archie Guai. I was wondering where he was. I was looking on the bench for him. I didn't see him. I didn't realize he was at the scorer's bench, waiting to come in. Dave Barnes holds out on top. Rams down 3 with the ball. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Holloway in trouble and a push. Going to go against the Orphans, Devin Meyer. It'll be his first, just the second team foul this quarter for Centralia. With 40 seconds to go. Pearl will check back in. Barnes will take a seat for the Rams. Orphans lead by 3. Rams basketball. Shelby holds outside, gets it to Eli Pro. Now Brogan Holloway gets the screen. He's in a little trouble out on top. Marlon Price will relieve him. 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Rams peek at the bench, see what the Coach Holloway wants to run. Now with 9 seconds to go, it's the one where Shelby holds out on top. They set a screen for Shelby. He drives down the right-hand side of the lane. Fadeaway jumper turns in to a held ball. And with 0.1 seconds to go, the wedgie gives the basketball back to the Rams. Should be back to the Rams on a wedgie. Yeah, with 0.1 seconds to go. It's Rams possession. So they'll be able to toss it in and get just a tip. I'd throw it right above Cale Maurer, see what he can do. And it was a catch and shoot. 0.1 seconds isn't enough for that, so that shot wasn't going to count in any case, whether it had gone in or not. What a good first half as the Centralia Orphans lead the Mount Vernon Rams here 21-18. You are watching the Salem Invitational Tournament here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate all you. Oh, well, hold on a second. Looks like they're going to give away the other cheerleading trophy, as we'll keep it right here. Hey, cheerleading trophy. As the Mount Vernon Rams get the second place cheerleading trophy. So first place goes to Totopolis, and Mount Vernon gets the second place. Here at the half, Centralia leads Mount Vernon 21-18. We will take a quick break. We'll come back with halftime stats for you, and we'll be back after these words.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
We like technology at Marion County Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Marion County Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County, Farmers Mutual Insurance.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
At Marion County Savings Bank, we make loans to all different types of businesses. We try and find out their needs and what direction they're wanting to go with their business. All our decision making is in-house. We can help your business with ACH payroll. We can help them with credit card processing, business credit cards, business lines of credit, equipment, inventory loans. We know our business owners are working hard around the clock, so we've got the technology where they can have access to their accounts 24 hours a day. We look for ways to do the loan. We look for any way we can to be able to help the person.
Come to Pagel's Silver Dollar Lanes, Monday through Sunday, to bowl, play pool, throw darts, have a drink at our full bar, try your luck on the machines, have a bite to eat, or take the kids to the arcade. If it's fun, it's at Pagel's Silver Dollar Lanes on Banker Street in Effingham. See you there.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Welcome back to the SIT, the 73rd annual. Centralia leads Mount Vernon here at the half of the championship game, 21-18. Let's take a look at the scoring first for the Orphans. They're led by Dustin Collins. He has 11 points, 3 2-point field goals, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. 6 points for Michael Organ. He had a couple of threes. 2 apiece for Jackson Hancock and Devin Meyer, as the Orphans headquarters of 6 and 15 for their 21 points. Kenny Bratton, the only player for the Orphans with multiple fouls. He has 2. For Mount Vernon, they are led here at the half by Brogan Holloway with 9 points. He hit 3 3-pointers in that big first quarter, as he leads the way. 3 points also for Marlon Price. 2 apiece for Cale Maurer and Trevor McClure with a field goal apiece. And Eli Pro also with 2 points, as he was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Rams only 2 free throws taken by Pro, 2 for 2. The Orphans only free throws have been taken by Dustin Collins. He's 5 for 6. Rams with 13-point first quarter, 5-point second quarter, and 2 players with multiple fouls for Mount Vernon. They are David Barnes and Cale Maurer. Tim Holloway trying to win for the first time as a coach. He won twice as a player for Mount Vernon back in 1992 and 1993. As Mount Vernon has not won since 2005. This would be their 10th tournament championship. Centralia, on the other hand, had last won in 2018. They took a few years out of the tournament after that, returned last year, lost in the final to East St. Louis. And Coach Bennett trying to win the 23rd tournament championship for the Centralia Orphans. As the second half getting set to begin, it will be Centralia basketball after Mount Vernon threw the wedgie up there and got the basketball back with 0.1 seconds to go. So Orphans basketball, Rams will send out their starting 5. Brogan Holloway, Marlon Price, Trevor McClure, Cale Maurer, and David Barnes. And for the Orphans, it'll be their starting 5. Devin Meyer, Jackson Hancock, Archie Guai, Michael Organ, and Dustin Collins. Good to see Archie Guai in the game, as he has apparently been cleared. He hit the floor pretty hard with his head as Organ heads to the hoop and lays it up and in. Mount Vernon attempted a steal there and didn't get it, and Oregon had a clear lane. So, 5-point lead now for the Orphans. Their biggest lead. Bauer outside to Price. Price says, let's start the offense as he twiddles his finger around in space. Over to Brogan Holloway, around to Barnes. When Meyer giving Barnes all kinds of problems. Barnes heads to the hoop. He's fouled. I was wondering when Meyer was going to actually get a whistle, and he does. That'll be his second, team foul number 1 here in the third quarter for the Orphans. It'll be a shooting foul. All right. So Dave Barnes heads to the free throw line for 2. He's yet to score tonight. He's still yet to score tonight. I just realized I'm wearing Mount Vernon colors. I didn't think I was going to be matching anybody tonight, and I'm in bright orange. Oops. Barnes hits them both, or hits 1 out of 2, pardon me. Cuts the lead back to 4. Yeah, I'll probably have all kinds of people mad at me. I didn't even realize it. That's the cool part about being me. I can have people mad at me all the time, and I'd never know it. Shot no good from Guai. Rebound Collins, he puts it up and in. Dustin Collins with 13 leads the way for the Orphans. Back now up to a 6-point lead. Holloway outside to Barnes, around the horn. McClure, Price, Holloway. Holloway guarded by Oregon. Looks outside, gets it to Dave Barnes. 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's a 6-point deficit for the Rams with the ball. Bounce pass faked down to Maurer. Defense picking up for Centralia as they leave Maurer alone, though, and he burns them. Cale Maurer for 3. Hits his first 3-pointer of the evening. He has 5 points. And they were trying to trap, and it left Maurer all by himself. Oregon outside to Collins, around to Guai. Boy, he had Oregon wide open underneath, didn't see him. Out it goes to Hancock. Hancock to Oregon. Orphans have a cutting offense as Hancock they have a chucking offense too. As Jackson Hancock fires from the top of the key, bumps it back to that 6-point lead. Holloway gets it out to Barnes. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third. McClure over to Holloway. He's picked up by Devin Meyer. Meyer wipes his shoes off. He's ready to go. Down low to Barnes. Guarded by Oregon. Bodied up. They double team him. Outside. Open for Price. Short. Rebound gathered by Meyer. And the junior will bring it across. Meyer, a junior. Collins, a senior. Collins drives baseline into traffic, puts it up and in. What a nice drive by Dustin Collins. He basically let the defense cross by. Timeout on the court, taken by Mount Vernon. They're down to 8. We'll take it 2 back after this word.
Jimmy Order Lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Mount Vernon with 3 timeouts remaining. Centralia yet to call a timeout. They have 5. As only 1 foul has been committed so far here in this third quarter. That was by Centralia. And the possession arrow, Mount Vernon's direction. Mount Vernon needs to put the stop on the scoring, though, for Centralia. Need to get something started themselves. As since the end of that first quarter, it's been tough sledding for the Rams. Outside with it, Jake Page in the game now for the Rams. With a Brogan Holloway. McClure gets a screen, cuts to the top of the key. Now backs up, holds the ball. Meyer all over him, tough pass. Barnes somehow comes up with it, puts it up and in. What a nice play by David Barnes down low. I didn't think he had a chance to get to that. He puts it up and in. And a steal by McClure for the Rams. Across, heads to the hole. Up and no good. Rebound Oregon to Guai. Up to Collins. And it's knocked away by Barnes. He stepped out of bounds. Had not reestablished himself in bounds before he grabbed the ball. He's frustrated. Boy, he thought he had established, but I don't believe he had. And he says, oh, man, I had that steal. That was an incredible play. Just needed to get both feet back in bounds and standing before he touched the ball. 3 from Guai. Short. Long rebound corralled by Maurer. 6-point lead for the Orphans. They've led by as many as 8. On the drive, Holloway back to Page around the horn. Bounce pass to Barnes. And an offensive foul. Guai takes the charge. Barnes picks up his 3rd. Team foul number 1 for Mount Vernon. Barnes is beside himself. And Lucas Shelby will come in, replacing Holloway. Eli Pro came in to replace Barnes. He needs to settle down a little bit. 3:21 to go here in the 3rd. Guai across with it. Hancock, Bratton, Meyer, Collins. All 5 have had touch on this possession. Bratton back out to Hancock. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. 6-point lead for the Orphans. Collins, 3. Good! It's a 9-point lead, and Dustin Collins having a whale of a game. Outside with it, Maurer. Drives to the baseline. Tough shot, no good. Ball loose. Rebound gathered by Hancock. Up to Guai. And he's fouled from behind by Maurer. Number 3 on Cale Maurer. Number 2 against the Rams. And the gulf is getting larger between the 2 teams. As Holloway will check back in. Maurer has to come out with his 3 fouls. Barnes with 3 and Maurer with 3. The big men for the Rams having foul issues. 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. It's a 9-point lead for the Orphans. Down low, Collins, and he misses the jam. I told you he's going to try to dunk it. He missed it. Centralia Orphans fans were about to go apey. Shelby with it in the corner for the Rams. Hey, where this place was about to explode if he hits that thing. That might have put a nail in the coffin, even during just the 3rd quarter. But he didn't. Shelby outside to McClure for 3. That falls off, no good. Rebound Collins. Dustin Collins, D-U-S-T-Y-N. Pass down to Hancock, and he misses it. Jackson Hancock, Jaxson. It's a 9-point lead still for the Orphans. Guai and, I was going to say, Guai and Pro were having some battles down low. Pro tried to take a charge, and he's going to get the whistle. Mount Vernon fans saying you're crazy. Tim Holloway saying you're crazy. Pro picks up the foul. That'll be his second, team third. Coach Holloway's beside himself. Centralia fans are giving the universal sign for a technical. The officials are telling him to calm down. 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Chance for the Orphans to go up double digits. Hancock, guarded by Shelby. Off to the right side, he gives it to Meyer. Kenny Bratton now. Into the corner. Guai outside to Hancock and a whistle. And I think Maurer just picked up his fourth. No! They're going to give it to Guai. Wow. Team foul number 2 against Centralia. Personal foul number 1 against Archie Guai. And, you know, there's a max factor, Revlon. Some folks use those terms. Makeups. Who knows? McClure down low. Barnes up and in. Mount Vernon desperately needed that hoop. So with 40 seconds to go in the quarter and a 7-point lead, will Centralia hold for one? I'm guessing that's a yes. Maybe not. Guai to the hoop. Off to Collins. Puts it up and in. Collins with 20. Back to a 9-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Shelby hands it to Holloway. Now back to Shelby. 9 seconds. They better get something going. 5 seconds. Shelby still on the dribble. Maurer has it. One-footed three won't go at the buzzer. That's the end of the third. And a late technical foul is called on Dave Barnes. I was looking to the bench. Barnes gets a technical. That'll be his 4th personal foul. And it'll count into the third quarter, I think. As it is, it would be the 4th personal foul against Mount Vernon. So, well, now, are they going to shoot free throws before? I don't know. The administration of this is going a little off kilter. They need a shooter. That happened at the end of the third quarter. I think we're going to have free throws right now. The chance for Centralia to go up 11. And we will, now hold on a second. We're going to have free throws or not? The officials are still talking things over. 35-26. And we'll have free throws, I guess, to start the fourth quarter. I'm going to keep it right here because this is just doggone confusing. Dave Barnes got a little chatty with Dustin Collins. No technical now, they're saying. Now, wait a second. The official score for Sisney's talking to the officials. That was team foul number 4. And they're still talking things over. This may be the longest quarter break ever. And one of the officials calls somebody from the Centralia huddle over to explain things to him. And Coach Holloway comes over to talk to the officials. Say, now, are there free throws now, or what's going on? They've changed the clock to 8 minutes. This has been an interesting last minute or so. Boy, I hope we had I wasn't looking at the business underneath the hoop. So we'll start the fourth quarter with Archie Guai heading to the free throw line for 2. It's actually, and that will be the first foul of the fourth quarter. Okay, that's what it is. It's the first foul of the fourth quarter, as the technical took place after the end of the third quarter. All right, so Guai hits the first, misses the second. That is team foul number 1 for Mount Vernon. And it's a 10-point lead after 3 quarters. Well, no, now 10-point lead. It was 35-26. Now it's 36-26. Everybody got that straight? I doubt it. I don't. Either way, it's Centralia basketball. Into the corner, Dustin Collins. Has the ball nearly stolen by Eli Pro. It'll be Orphans ball. 7:45 to go in the ball game. Hancock up to Meyer. Back to Guai. Over to Hancock. Collins and Oregon also on for the Orphans. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the basketball game. Oregon has it knocked away. Stolen by McClure. McClure inside the free throw line. 13-footer is no good. And a rebounding foul is going to go against Eli Pro. It'll be Pro's third. As Dave Barnes on the sideline after he picked up that technical, Mount Vernon took him out of the game. 10-point lead for Centralia, and you can feel the Anaconda tightening up. Reach. Oregon, Guai. Mount Vernon back into a 1-2-2 zone. I don't think they know exactly what they're doing in the zone. Outside with it. Guai into the corner to Oregon. Back to Guai. Fires off the back iron. Tipped up. No good, and going down hard, Devin Meyer, as he got tangled with his teammate. A whistle. It's going to go against Meyer. And it'll be, no, I'll take that back. It goes against Page. That sure does. It goes against Jake Page, his first, team third. Mount Vernon's in peck of trouble. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. They are behind on the scoreboard and behind on the foul board. They've committed 3. Centralia none. Minute and a half into this third quarter. 3 from Collins will not fall. Rebound loose, gathered by Jake Page. Meyer stayed in the game after he went down hard. Good to see he's well. 6:10 to go. 10-point lead for the Orphans. Page looks inside. Now on the dribble, guarded by Meyer. Over to Trevor McClure, back out to Page. He's open for 3. He fires and misses. Rebound on the floor. Collins with it. Dustin Collins with 20 points in the game, leading all scorers. Down low it goes to Meyer, back around the horn. Hancock. By the way, that free throw for Guai was his first points tonight. 10-point lead again for the Orphans. Outside with it is Collins, and he traveled. Guai had 22 on Friday, and he had 16 on Wednesday. I'm just pointing that out for potential all-tournament team numbers. 36-26. Centralia is still about 5 minutes away, though, from they'd prefer to have the 23rd championship rather than getting Guai on the all-tournament team. Price heads to the hole, and he came down awkwardly on his right knee. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Oregon will head to the bench. Kenny Bratton back in for the Orphans. And a whistle. Meyer picks it up for Centralia. That'll be number 3 on Devin Meyer. And number 1 against Centralia. 4:45 left to go. Into Cale Maurer. Outside Page. Nearly traveled. I thought he did. Maurer guarded by Dustin Collins. Gets it over to Marlon Price. Man-to-man for Centralia. They lead by 10 with 4.5 minutes to go. Mount Vernon's going to need to hit some shots, but a foul, bailing them out. Archie Guai picks up his second. Team second. 36-26, 10-point lead remains. It's been 10 since the start of the quarter. Nobody has scored. Jumper no good on the drive for McClure. He goes down in a heap. And bringing it across will be Jackson Hancock. Uses the screen from Collins. Nobody has scored in the fourth quarter except for the technical foul free throw. Hancock outside. Bratton for 3 off the iron. No good. Good position there by Jake Page to get that board. 3:50 to go. McClure, jumper from 16, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Cale Maurer. And Lucas Shelby will check back in for Mount Vernon as McClure takes a seat. McClure looking a little tired out there. Guai gets it across to Meyer. Back outside, Archie Guai, the freshman. To the free throw line, Meyer. Collins. Hancock back to Collins. We will stick around after the ball game, of course, for the trophy presentation. Also for the presentation of the all-tournament team. Can't wait for that, and the MVP. So stick around here on the Wabash. Hancock fakes the 3. Guai into the corner. Collins fakes the 3. Centralia, they are just fine to burn clock. Under 3 minutes to go. Coach Bennett says, go out, reset the offense. Maurer guarding Collins. He backs out again. And a foul is going to be committed by Brogan Holloway. That is his second. Team foul number 4. Oregon will check back in for Bratton. And with 2:42 to go in the ball game, it looks like Mount Vernon might have to foul to get a possession. Either that or give up a cut to the hoop to Guai. It's a 12-point lead for Centralia. They are smelling it now. 2.5 minutes to go. Holloway. Smelling revenge, too. Jumper for Page. No good. These two teams will play each other, I believe, next Friday night, too. This is the second of 3. Might be a fourth one later in the postseason, too. Who knows? 2:10 to go in the ball game. Guai on the dribble. Guarded by Marlon Price. Price says, go get it. Or Holloway says, go get him to Marlon Price. And timeout taken by Centralia. We'll take it as well. 1:54 to go. Back after this word.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Minute 54 to go in the ball game. It's a 12-point lead for Centralia. And they have the basketball. Coach Bennett probably figuring who he wants to get fouled. Guai in along with Hancock, Collins, Meyer, and Organ. Price, Page, Pro, Shelby, and McClure in for the Rams. Foul call. And that's going to send Guai to the free throw line. He is 1 for 2. That one goes against Brogan Holloway, his third. Number 5 against the Rams. And Guai misses the first of 2. If he hits this one, it's a 5-possession game with under 2 minutes to go. Centralia was 5 for 6 before this quarter started. Now they are 7 for 10. As Guai's 2 for 4. 39-26. 13-point lead. Holloway has a shot, maybe blocked by Guai. Might have got a hand on it. Rebound to the Orphans. And with a minute and a half to go, time running out. And a steal by Brogan Holloway. Pass intended up court for Collins. Pro heads to the hoop, and he's grabbed by Meyer. Number 4 on Devin Meyer, number 3 against the Orphans. 1:24 to go. Rams fans beginning to file out. Centralia fans pretty fired up. Meyer picks up his 4th as Bratton will check back in to replace him. Tried to save it. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball. Is there a chance? Gonna have to hit some threes pretty quick. Mount Vernon with only 8 points this half, none here in the 4th quarter. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a boa constrictor snake farm move. Snake farm just feels nasty, just sounds nasty. And Guai is fouled. He'll head back to the line. Page picks it up. Snake farm pretty much is. Guai back to the line. He's 2 for 4, make it 3 for 5. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot enjoy a championship game until somebody starts reciting Ray Wiley Hubbard lyrics to you. As Guai hit them both. He has 6 points all here in the 4th quarter. And it's a 15-point lead. He has all 6 points in the 4th quarter for both teams. McClure's 3, no good. Long rebound. Maurer heads to the hole. Back outside. Holloway hits the 3. His 4th of the night. And with 44 seconds to go, timeout taken by the Rams. We'll take it as well back after these words.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
44.7 seconds to go. That three-pointer, the first points this quarter for Mount Vernon. And it will be Centralia basketball up by 12. Into Collins, back to Guai. And he'll be fouled in backcourt. Jake Page picks up his third. Guai heads back to the line for two more. Hit his first, missed his next two, and he's hit three in a row. Boy, it's seldom you see a freshman at the end of the game on the free throw line all by himself. That's how much confidence the Orphans have in him. Now Oregon will step into a spot. Aguai. 1 of 2. He is 5 for 8. And I'm not certain why they stopped that. I guess, well, I don't know. Although maybe they were starting the clock or something. I'm not sure. Either way, now the clock's running. Mount Vernon with the basketball. 30 seconds to go. McClure, runner, short. Rebound brought down by Hancock. And it looks like the Orphans are going to win it. Late foul called on Kel Maurer. He had a couple to give. And it sends Jackson Hancock to the line for the first time tonight. I already had him down for 5 points. As the Orphans send in the subs. Collins heads to the bench. Guai heads to the bench. Oregon heads to the bench. Meyer heads to the bench. Into the game, Nolan Pryor along with Julian Martinez, Justice Edson, and Demetrius Gibson. Rams send in Keaton Plummer along with Jordan Sledge, Sailor Clugston, Daniel Nelson, and Bricky Doggin. Hancock hits the second one. 23 seconds to go. Now Hancock hit them both, didn't he? Wait a minute, let me figure it. Three is up and good. Keaton Plummer. And the Orphans will bring it across and hold on to it. Centralia wins their 23rd Salem Invitational Championship. And they improved to 19-3 on the season. Mount Vernon falls to 13-6. They take second place here in the tournament. As what a night, 35-37 and 7. What a night for the Orphans. They get a little revenge for that loss back in December. Here's the scoring first for Mount Vernon led by Brogan Holloway. He finishes with 12. He had 4 3-pointers. 5 points for Cale Maurer, a 3 and a 2. 5 points for David Barnes. He had a couple of 2-point field goals and a 1 for 2 from the line. 2 points for Eli Pro, 2 for 2 from the line. Trevor McClure with 2 points. He had a field goal, and 3 points for Marlon Price, 3 points for Keaton Plummer. The Rams with quarters of 13, 5, 8, and 6, and they were 3 for 4 from the free throw line. They take their second place trophy. Congratulations to Mount Vernon. And the championship trophy goes to the Centralia Orphans for the 23rd time in this tournament. How about that? Orphans led by Dustin Collins. He finishes with 20 points. He had a 3 to go with 6 deuces, and he was 5 for 6 from the free throw line for his 20. 8 points for Michael Oregon, a couple of 3s and a deuce. 7 for Jackson Hancock, a 3 and 2 and 2 for 2 from the line. 7 for Archie Guai. He had a field goal, 5 for 8 from the line. And 2 points for Devin Meyer. So now the all-tournament team. Second team, Luke Swanson from Champaign Central. From Mount Vernon, Trevor McClure. From Salem, Noah Nix. He was injured just before half this evening. Hope he's doing all right. Jackson Marlowe Evans from Carbondale.
And from Centralia, Dustin Collins.
And Dustin Collins on the second team. Wow. All right. Kind of surprised by that.
And now for the first team, all-tournament team. From Mount Vernon, Dave Barnes.
First team from Mount Vernon, David Barnes.
From Centralia, Devin Meyer.
Devin Meyer makes first team. From Centralia, Chris Bush from Champaign Central. Boy, he had a heck of a career here at this tournament.
From Alex Kramer.
From Teutopolis, Alex Kramer.
And from Mount Vernon, Cale Maurer.
And Cale Maurer from Mount Vernon.
It was my pleasure to introduce the Scott Stewart Award, presented to the Tournament MVP.
Tournament MVP, the Scott Stewart MVP. Archie Guai! Well, how about that? The freshman, Archie Guai. Boy, that's the first time I've ever seen that, and it well deserved. That is for sure. How about that? His teammates are fired up for him as well. And that will do it for the Salem Invitational Tournament for 2025. Again, the Orphans win the championship as they improved to 19-3 on the season. Mount Vernon falls to 13-6. We certainly appreciate all you folks tuning in all week long. We wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you folks Thank you so much for tuning in to Wabash Catch TV. Thanks to everybody who helped on the telecasts all week long, and thanks to the folks here in Salem from the tournament. This is for all of us at Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you the final score in the championship game. It was Centralia over Mount Vernon, 44-32. So long from Salem High School.